Keep it in the ring, please. Saxton's a very fragile boy.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Oh, I hope they back up. They're getting too close for comfort.
Oh, no one's paying attention to you,
the
Saxton.
Coliseum.
They're too busy beating the tar out of each other.
I'm sure NXT has it.
Oh, the referee caught us on the spot. Oh, no, this could be really bad. Suplex. Oh, my God, a clothesline. And he's taking this to the outside now. And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something. What impact! Right in the kisser. The champion's down. The champion's down. Oh, my God, we're going to have a new champion. No, stops the count at 2. Really? Take off. All the way to the outside. Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
Big knee to the midsection. They're playing ways. Battling in this area could end in serious harm. Oh, my! Super kick. Ouch. Super kick. Now a pin for the championship. Kick out before the count. He's still got life in this matchup. And now gets tossed into the ring. And he tosses it back in now. Talk about the knee. The champ teetering on the edge. Might want to walk it off or shake it off or do whatever he needs to do to get his head in the game here. Ooh, can't be feeling glorious right now. I'll be no trouble, Byron. That holds back Holland's attack. If he was looking for an opportunity to pull a 180, that could be it.
Interceptor.
And an impressive amount of offense against him here. He's got to reevaluate his approach at this point. Spear! That was vicious. Hits to the core like that'll render you useless. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight. Oh, and a reversal. Climbs back inside. And the champion finally ready to put this one away. He breaks up the pin, and Corey, the match continues. I love it. Oh, was that a spear?
Interceptor, Corey.
Oh. Planning on what to do next. That was an awful landing. The challenger's hopes are slipping away. And this is, well, it's not looking good.
Yeah.
Reed's just rubbing it in now. Look out.
Exploder suplex. Cover. And a shoulder is lifted before one.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it. Taking their opponent all the way up with the Canadian, rocking him down with a DDT. Gonna see a new champ.
Face gouge, uncovered by the champ. And the count's broken, keeping the match alive. Oh my God, look at this. They're setting him up. Double suplex.
What a devastating maneuver.
Ooh, well-planted knee.
Ouch.
And he gets set back into the ring. Vicious right forward.
Oh, good. Rearranging our ringside furniture here.
This is dangerous territory for both athletes. The ring apron. Are you kidding me? Off the apron to the floor.
He's getting a huge boost right now from all those chants and cheers.
Rich Holland. Oh, showing off the power with the Ridgeplex. Roots being stalked. Danger. Sky high.
What? Just crashing down with high impact.
Super kick. Ouch. And back in the ring we go. Just tossing that kendo stick with disregard. Ooh, going over the top, all the way to the floor.
What? What? What do you want? No, move. You're doing too much, bro. Don't look at me like that.
What's he open to find down there?
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick. Oh, tossing chairs like it's hardcore heaven.
Holler's losing any command in this match.
Ridge needs to figure things out. Ridge hard.
He returns to the ring.
Gonna see a new champ.
And he breaks up the count.
Devastating counter. Scouting paid off with a DDT. Rude's looking for the final exclamation. Catches a punch.
Oh, God, that hurt.
Tossed into the corner. Brutal short arm lariat. Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Into the ring now.
Ooh, sharp elbow.
Oh, look out.
Senton from the apron. Oh my gosh, what impact. Breaks down his opponent, and here it is, Corey.
Looking for the lapel lock.
Lapel, he breaks up the hold. Scooped up, took the world slam.
Fires back with a crucial elbow. Oh, look at this.
I don't want to be part of these problems. Don't want to be part of this crowd. Oh, man.
Could be some collateral damage on the way here.
Everyone needs to clear out, including us.
Ah, face first off the post.
He's heading back to the ring. Look out. Oh, my. Apron sentai.
Oh,
Timeout, timeout.
what a chicken.
And Robert Roode is stepping up.
Cover for the championship.
Oh shit.
Breaks the count.
How in the world did he kick out? And this just goes to show you how confident Robert
Tetris NSCW.
Head scissors.
Round and round we go.
Nicely done with the head scissors. Trap the arm. Neck breaker. Here's the pin. No, title still hangs in the balance.
Both competitors digging deep into their wells to keep this match going.
Setting foot in the ring now. He got whipped into that corner.
Memories that
Class is a block magic.
to the gut.
The title's going nowhere. Kiss your dreams. Good night. I think the crowd knows what we're about to see.
Spike with a Uranagi.
The title might change hands.
Wow, just
What?
making it out.
What a display of stamina. The champ showing that they are truly worthy of this
An attempt for the championship. Broken up, and the match
Back then,
continues.
it was a different time, so I think it was a little easier to go to in front of the courthouse and not worry about Twitter that night or TMZ paparazzi being there.
Rude gets fended off.
On the day of sentencing for Brian, I get to the courthouse. It was the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen.
Fighting out. Big right hand.
His entire side of the courtroom was full. Full. There were definitely some recognizable faces on that side of the room. And my side was, me, my mom, and my brother. Brian had been
Probably had a
convicted,
bunch of higher up.
but getting all this support
Nickelodeon went
from a
and
lot
got
of
some
Probably a
people in
bunch
the
of
industry.
kids and producers.
Yeah, it was pretty shocking.
And he breaks up the count.
My mom got up, she had a
And he has
statement.
free reign to the outside with
I
no
wasn't going
countouts to worry about.
to address Brian. There was no reason to.
Rich Holland with that fighting Yorkshire grit.
I addressed my statement to everyone in the room. I looked at all of them,
Position in the palm. Championship on the line.
and I just said, how dare you?
And there's the breakup, just in the nick of time.
And I said, you will forever have the memory
Oh, colliding with a barricade.
of sitting in this courtroom and defending this person. And I
And Rude is
will
really
forever have the memory
Right
of the
to
person
the
you're
knee.
defending violating me
Oh my goodness, dribbling the
and doing
opponent's head like a
unspeakable
basketball. Quick return to the ring.
acts and crimes.
Countered it just in time.
And that's what I'll remember.
Oh, he retaliates.
In the end, Brian pleads no contest to 2 charges of child sexual abuse.
Here is your winner.
And the judge sentences him to 16 months in jail and ordered him to register as a sex offender. But we wanted to understand who in Hollywood was supporting Brian through this. So we petitioned the court to unseal the letters of support in this case.
The letters
Letters of support are meant to influence the judge during the sentencing. In this case, most of them are asking the judge just to give Brian probation. These 41 letters have been kept under seal for 2 decades. Some are from family, some are from friends. Dan Schneider does not write a letter. Top executives at Nickelodeon do not write letters, but some are from Hollywood insiders. You have the actor James Marsden. He writes in the letter, I assure you, what Brian has been through in the last year is the suffering of 100 men. James Marsden writes that he's known Brian Peck for 14 years, since Marsden himself was a teenager. Taram Killam also wrote a letter of support. He writes, I've seen the effects this situation has had on Brian, and I know for a fact that he regrets any mistakes made. Some other people who wrote letters of support include the famous sitcom dad, Alan Thicke, the X-Men producer, Tom DeSanto, Ron Melendez, another very well-known actor. Ryder Strong wrote a letter of support for Brian. And Will Friedle from Boy Meets World. We don't know exactly what these people were told about Brian's crimes before they wrote the letters. And we don't know which of these people, if any, were in the courtroom for Brian's sentencing. But these letters show how strong the support for Brian Peck was with people with industry connections.
Yep.
Outside of these individuals, there were over a dozen other letter writers who used similar language to blame the victim, saying that this wouldn't have happened unless Brian was tempted. Joanna Kearns, who met Brian when she was acting on Growing Pains, wrote, "I can only believe that there must have been some extreme situation or temptation exerted upon him to influence his actions."
No. Too late, baby.
Kimmy Robertson is an actress. She wrote, "I believe with all my heart that Brian was pressured and pushed beyond belief before he caved." This logic is just victim blaming. When this minor suffered at the hands of an adult who was in a very senior, almost parental position to them. There are people who worked with Brian and Drake on The Amanda Show, like the director, Rich Carell, and the stage manager, Beth Carell. Rich says that it would be my pleasure to work with him again. In fact, Brian Peck does end up working with the Carells again on the Disney Channel show, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. It shows that there are not enough protections in place to keep even convicted sexual predators off of
Niggas on
kids'
Disney
TV
coming out
shows.
next.
Yep. But you waiting.
In 2005, there was another case. Ezell Channel, a worker at the Nickelodeon lot in Burbank, he brought a child to the lot, a boy, and was convicted of abusing that child on the lot. He actually had prior convictions as a sex offender, and Nickelodeon didn't catch it. Jason Michael Handy, Brian Peck, and then Ezell Channel. These are three predators who worked at Nickelodeon, all in a short amount of time.
Around this time, Nickelodeon did expand its policy around background checks to include freelancers. When you look at having multiple child predators who worked at Nickelodeon, it raises some confusing questions on who to hold accountable. I don't think that you can blame Schneider for hiring Brian Peck, because he was not a registered sex offender when he hired him. Drake very explicitly does not blame Dan for any of this. But it's clear that the system needs to look at if it is doing enough to protect children.
There should have been signs, bro. There should have been signs.
So bad. After these arrests, Nickelodeon only grows.
This is actually my first time acting on TV, so it's really fun for me.
The mid-2000s is somewhat of a golden era for Nickelodeon. There is a spate of popular new shows. Dan Schneider is helping launch a new era of breakout stars. Jamie Lynn Spears and Zoe 101. Zoe! Hi! Victoria Justice and Victorious. Just let me... Ariana Grande, who we now know as a very famous pop star, and Jeanette McCurdy and Sam and Cat.
I am really smart.
And this is also the time that Drake and Josh really takes off.
If you've got a tween to a teen in the house, then you know Drake and Josh.
People know you from the Drake and Josh show on Nickelodeon, hugely popular.
Nickelodeon is making a lot of money, and Dan Schneider is becoming even more successful and more powerful, an even bigger name in his own right. His shows are cultural juggernauts, especially iCarly, starring Miranda Cosgrove.
I'm Carly Shay, and this is our very first webcast of a little show we call iCarly.
If you've got a child aged 9 to 12, or even a daughter like mine who's 14, Chances are she's watched Nickelodeon's iCarly. It is a ratings blockbuster.
It hit at just a particular cultural moment. It was the early years of the internet. iCarly is this internet show. It felt cutting edge to teenagers who saw it. This is the YouTube generation, so there was also this component of real life that I think hit people in a way that his other shows didn't. And because it did, it just exploded. At one point, they did an episode where Michelle Obama shows up on it.
I'm on iCarly! With the success of iCarly, Dan is able to consolidate power at Nickelodeon in a whole new way. And this is around the time that the Disney Channel starts truly competing with Nickelodeon. They had massive hits like Hannah Montana and The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. So as Nickelodeon is facing all of this competition, Dan is their answer.
It really launches Dan into this whole new level of stardom.
He's Dan Schneider, a man with a gift. The gift of knowing what is funny to people of a certain age. Say 12 or 9.
What do you got going that other folks aren't figuring it out?
For one thing, I am always trying to outdo the last thing that I did.
Fred Wad?
Dan Schneider was always really tech savvy. He loves technology. And so when the web started becoming popular, he was one of the first people out there, doing videos.
Oh, she almost sits, but she fakes out the cameraman, which is me.
Posting videos on social media and original stuff.
Some of these seem pretty innocuous, where it's Dan recording the editing bay.
I'm in the editing room of iCarly, and we're working on the next episode. Okay, take one.
Or the writer's room.
Okay, this is Dan Schneider. Here are some of the iCarly writers. Hello, iCarly writers.
But in these videos, you can really see the power play between him and his cast.
It's a lot of him getting into people's physical space, and you can see palpable discomfort in faces.
I'm trying to scare Jeanette.
There's one video in particular where Dan creeps behind Jeanette. It scares her. But she can't say, I didn't like that, or she can't not have a sense of humor about it, and she can't not play with it because she has to. You have to be nice because that's the only way that you're going to get through. For Dan, it was about power at that point. And when you are someone who wants more
She
and more
does not
power,
look happy at all.
eventually you're going to fly too close to the sun.
He's such a creep.
The kid audience is definitely my bread and butter. I mean, that's what I'm paid to do. I'm paid to get kids from all the way from 6 to 14 glued to TV sets. That's my goal. That's the sweet spot.
By the late 2000s, Dan had more control than pretty much any showrunner at Nickelodeon. He had created his own little fiefdom.
All right, we're getting ready to fly.
He made them.
But his style had a little bit of edge in it. It also really pushed the boundaries of sexualizing young girls.
Want to get slapped with a sausage?
Sure! There are jokes about being
that.
slapped with a sausage. There's a joke about being on the wood.
I want to be on the wood. What's the wood? I want to be on it.
You have actors shaking weights in a way that seems very clearly sexual. And these actors, for the most part, are minors. Another of Dan's shows, Zoe 101, is this high school boarding school California experience.
I was 12 years old when I started Zoe 101.
She's been speaking out too.
When I look back at it,
girl.
my character was there for the boys.
She's got a whole protest going on outside Nickelodeon and everything.
Archetype of male gaze female, where she was girly, very short skirts and pink, like kid eye candy.
How about this
Pretty much.
Like this
Kid eye candy.
It makes me look chesty.
We don't need to be hyper conservative of bodies, but that didn't represent even me as a girl at that age.
Definitely Dan liked cute, pretty, flirty.
Those girls look
I
too
worked in the wardrobe department on Zoe 101.
She
I
probably
always
don't want to
thought
show
that
her
Dan
face.
had a little bit of an Arrested Development, and he was like that boy that wanted the cute girl to like him.
Bro, I feel like if it was me producing them, why are they wearing all that? They
You
can't
put
got
these
no.
girls in bikinis
Yeah, no.
and bathing suits, which is fine. I think teenage girls should feel free to wear whatever they'd like.
That
But
what
when
that
you
girl
are
had on right there
using
is not
new
okay for her
bisexuality
age.
as a marketing tool, that's where it gets sticky.
One of the most disturbing memories that I have would probably be the backpack episode with Jamie Lynn Spears.
Right the tip.
There are these goo pops, and my character can't get it open,
It's not coming out.
and it ends up squirting onto Jamie's face. So the person comes onto set with a syringe. We all like stood behind the camera to watch. It lands on her face. So first it was Dan roaring, laughing, and then everyone kind of giggling. We heard the boys saying, "It's a shot." And I had no idea
That's exactly what it was.
what that meant.
Yeah.
Once I saw it again as an adult was when that memory came back. So I was like, oh. Wasn't funny. It still isn't funny to me, to be honest. It's just like,
It wasn't funny
as a
back
kid.
then.
No, it wasn't funny at all.
I didn't think it was funny back then when I saw it. I was like, what the fuck? Man, he did shit with that girl, got her pregnant.
Sorry. Just as a mom, like, if my daughter was ever put in that, it's gross.
They said I was the world's worst
Like, there's
boss.
just, it's appalling behavior on all the adults' behalf that day.
In my mind, a kid's show should be exactly what it is, a kid's show. And sometimes there were scenes where there was a prop that was like,
What's he doing?
that could be a sexual innuendo.
Those are good ones.
Dan went overboard and just zoomed in too often on the
went
feet. Wow, I really saw.
over
Zoomed in
Victoria's.
too often on the tongue licking things, or something that just went too far.
Was anyone able to say anything, or was that like?
Oh, no, this is,
That's
it's
so
Dan's baby.
obvious what he's trying
Dan
to
was
do.
Nickelodeon's
Watching
golden
it
boy.
now, it's like,
And even if he
That
and the
shit
network were at
wasn't
odds,
funny.
he had the power to push back. It was very hard to say anything to him. And his show, Victorious, took this to a whole new level. With that show, there were online extras that the network did not fully know how to deal with.
Time for your nap, tomatoes.
In some of them, you see Ariana putting tomatoes in a bra.
Check this out.
There are several scenes with Ariana Grande that are really, I think, almost difficult to see as anything but sexual watching them now.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
Social
She's
media has
effectively
been buzzing
massaging
because
a
it's
potato.
time for the
Give
WWE
us the
draft.
juice.
That's a little
Let's see who goes fifth for ECW.
shaped, perhaps.
The
We're
next member of
adults, so we
SmackDown
know
is
what's
about to
going
be
on.
picked.
But this is a show
Who
for
is about to
kids,
join
so
the Raw roster?
who is sexual innuendo for on a kids show?
Help me up on this thing.
It's legal. There's nothing actionable
Did you
about
see
it.
that?
But there is a nebulousness around it, but it's morally murky.
Who is next
At
on
the
the
end of the day,
SmackDown
I love it when
roster?
the cat gets sassy with me because
The Raw GM
I get to
taking
write all the
stock of the
scripts with
talents.
some very talented writers, but I can put them in any horrible predicament I choose.
You can touch their hair, you can take a picture with them, you can ask them personal questions, inappropriate ones, whatever you want to
Dan, he behaved in a way that was pretty concerning and problematic, especially when it comes to women, and how he treated people as a boss on
A
set.
real machine got him a pick here. Carl Anderson.
Something that was
If
always
Passion
really
Road won
uncomfortable
matches, he would have been picked
was
number one.
walking onto set and seeing
It's
who
another big
Dan
pick
had talked
from
into
Monday
giving him a
Night Raw.
massage.
Yeah.
It was almost always a female, and it was often one from the wardrobe department. It was humiliating.
I remember one time sitting next to a colleague, and she got a text from him saying, "Come and massage me on the set." And she said, "My God, doesn't he know I'm doing 2 shows? I'm so busy." And I could see that she was distraught, but she went anyway. It definitely felt like a form of sexual harassment.
There was always someone massaging him. That's like all I remember was some person on set massaging that guy.
Dan was asking for this incredibly inappropriate thing for almost 2 decades. He was asking people at work to touch him.
Everyone knew it from New York to California. So who would we go to? Who could we possibly go to complain about this?
Nickelodeon could have been there to be a buffer more than they were. And I don't think the network was ever close to doing that.
Why wouldn't anybody do anything? Why didn't they stop him?
It felt like somebody needed to rein him in, and he wasn't reined in.
Trick Williams bringing the gift of gab and the gift of jab to a new brand. Right now he's on the outskirts of this brand. He needs to prove otherwise.
In 2014,
he made them so much money. They don't care.
He produced Sam and Cat,
Money.
Victorious,
Money.
iCarly,
Money.
Drake. No, not
yes.
Yeah, Drake and Josh.
Money.
Dude.
The Amanda Show. Money.
Half of Nickelodeon, bro.
It's him. You think they're gonna say something to him?
Who the fuck are you gonna say anything to? She said half of Los Angeles and New York knew about it anyway.
So let's think about $1
She
billion.
said, who are we really gonna go to if they already know about it?
$1 billion.
And they're not doing anything.
Do you think iCarly made $500,000? Yeah.
Like that's
So if iCarly made $500,000, do you think the Amanda Show made $500,000? Yeah. Do you think Drake and Josh made $500,000? I'm pretty sure he's made Nickelodeon a couple $1 billion. They're not.
No, he has a fucking bag, dude. And he got to touch all those little girls while he was at it and do all the inappropriate scenes. She was pretty. Victoria Justice.
I feel like it's certain women who went through that, and they just chose.
Ariana.
I feel like she went through it, but she chose not to say nothing.
Ariana, Victoria, Miranda Cosgrove, because she was on Drake and Josh too. She played their little sister.
Miranda Cosgrove probably went through it too.
Yep. And I think Victoria Justice, Zoe 101, that Zoe girl, the iCarly girl, and the Victoria Justice girl, and Ariana, I think they all got.
The high-flying Scripps poised to put on a show.
Obviously, probably Jeanette too, probably.
I'm happy to be here to honor Dan. He's created so many amazing shows.
Dan Schneider wins his Lifetime Achievement Award.
He is surrounded by so many different people from all the shows.
They're talking about how great he is.
Thank you, Dan. You're an inspiration.
Speaking about how key he was to their careers.
You not only changed all of our lives, you changed Kids TV.
But there's one person that does not show up, and that is Jeanette McCurdy, who was the co-star on Sam and Cat.
Shout out to Jeanette McCurdy.
People were
She was like, fuck that, I'm out, bro. I'm not doing that.
Fuck everybody on
She's one of
stage.
the primary people on one of his shows. You know, she's been with this guy forever. Why is she not there?
Because she's tired.
8 years later, Jeanette McCurdy publishes a memoir about her life as a child star, about the abuse that she suffered at the hands of her mother. But the memoir also answers a lot of really complicated questions about working as a child actor and about Dan Schneider, who she began working with around age 13.
You pull back the curtain on child stardom. It is not a pretty picture. Not as I see it, no.
In Jeanette's memoir, she writes about an unnamed television show creator, and a lot of people have speculated that that person is Dan Schneider. She writes, I feel like the creator has 2 distinct sides.
She
One
called
is
him the
generous,
creator.
over-the-top complimentary.
She didn't
The
call
other
him Dan
side
Schneider,
is
she called him
mean-spirited,
the
controlling,
creator in
and
the book.
terrifying.
But we all knew who she was talking
Podcast
about.
about how this treatment felt abusive.
You know what I mean, in her book?
He was a very abusive producer on that show, and that would not have gone well if I tried to communicate that to him.
She'll call people idiots, buffoons, stupid, dumb, sloppy, careless, and spineless. The creator knows how to make someone feel
decision for the
worthless.
NXT War Room. Here's the hungry talent looking to break out on NXT.
Dan's treatment of people on his shows was an open secret.
Some amazing brands formed here. I
For the
can't
crew,
wait to call the
if you
action.
mess up, even if it was a minor mistake, Dan would be someone who would be willing to humiliate you or fire you on the spot.
The description I got from someone was that everything that Dan Schneider did is a DEFCON 10 event. Dan Schneider was convinced that everything that he did, the, quote, passion of the way he reacted and the way that he approached people, that's what made this magic happen. That's what made these shows a success.
Sorry, I want to go and ask him for a cigarette.
We in the Coliseum with it now, so I think I might have to. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Get. Gibson.
Waiting for her to get out of the shower, but I don't like she was about to leave the bathroom. And Josh looks like he's in there sleeping. I'm gonna wake him up. I think he's got worse.
Culturally, we are still doing the torture genius routine. So if a guy's a total piece,
Fuck you.
oh, he
I'm gonna
must
make a black man
be so good at his job.
There's a lot of abuse that happens. I mean, even talking about it now, my face gets hot. You know, he'd say things like, "You would work at Yogurtland if you didn't work for me," and he would just scream.
Jeanette's experience gets a lot worse on Sam and Cat.
So it's supposed to be fun, but these niggas be making shit so difficult.
He was basically yelling at everybody, calling them idiots and shit. They messed up and telling them you'd be nothing without me. You'd be working at a ice cream shop if it weren't for me.
This is the dope thing about this GMO. I don't have to keep rebuying this. And last year, I would have had to keep on buying the Wrestling Center. But you buy it one time and don't have to continue to buy it. What's I'm about to say? Yeah.
I gotta pee also.
Stack up these bags. It's crazy because people watch TV and they really want to be like the people that they see. Like Rhea Ripley posts her Instagram story, it's just filled with people imitating her makeup and shit. They probably do the same for Jeanette.
one I watched earlier, but it was one of them like voiceovers with the anime, like Naruto or something. And he was saying like the N word, and you know how they do them little voiceovers, and they're like not really saying it.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to do this so bad. I'm literally about to piss myself.
Yeah, I'm had these three battling out for the world title, tag team division. Ultra rare. Only 0.6% people get this shit. Yeah. Like 200. So I mean, get 3 more to be a million. Bro, why would you do... Okay, Teddy.
I have a feeling my leg is gonna be super bruised tomorrow from that fucking water falling on my knee. That fucking shit hurt. That fucking pack of water is heavy as shit. I should have just fucking waited. I should have just left it in the trunk and came back for it.
Same time, Jeanette's mom dies.
She took less than a week break from filming. And her quick return is something that people on set told us that they were disturbed by.
The situation got so stressful on the set of Sam and Cat. Nickelodeon launched an internal investigation.
I learned that Dan is seen as kind of contributing to this toxic culture that is happening, and that is really making this show a difficult place for many people to work. After the investigation, Dan Schneider was no longer allowed to really interact with the cast anymore. Dan has always been such a hands-on showrunner, so for Dan, this is the biggest punishment you can imagine.
I'm an immortal now.
When you look at the industry as a whole, this never happens. You would be hard-pressed to find another show where they're saying, look, we don't trust the guy running the show to deal with people in a humane way. But they also don't want to get rid of him. He creates hits. There's money.
So Nickelodeon wanted to
Dan Schneider can get away with it because he's Dan Schneider. And powerful people in the entertainment space will make allowances for anybody who is successful. Until something happens that you cannot ignore.
He was one bar from working with the actors who chose to depose for the dog.
In 2017, 3 years after Dan is banned from working directly with his own actors on the set of Sam and Cat, he's back on set at Nickelodeon with 2 new shows, Henry Danger and Game Shakers.
I booked you a massage with the Massage Squad.
But around this time, something has shifted culturally around workplace harassment and toxicity.
Millions of women across the country using the hashtag
Me Too.
Me Too.
Me Too phenomenon.
Several allegations of sexual harassment against Harvey Weinstein.
This morning, Kevin Spacey under fire. R. Kelly. Bill Cosby. The Me Too movement exploding overnight.
And the accusations just keep coming.
I decided I'd had enough when the Me Too movement made it okay to talk about hostile work environments. I felt like I could finally call up my union and let them know that there had been some stuff going on that it was inappropriate. That he asked for massages from females weekly, if not daily, and this is not right. Something has to be done. The union representative said I wasn't the only one who had shown my shock and displeasure that this was allowed to go on, and that they were looking into it.
A lot of rumors were circulating around Dan Schneider, and these really exploded online.
In 2017, Nickelodeon launches yet another investigation into Dan Schneider. It's not because they have a smoking gun, it's because the Me Too movement has helped us sort of rethink and reevaluate what we think is appropriate and not appropriate in the workplace.
And then my supervisor actually called me and told me that, yeah, Dan wouldn't be coming back.
Go.
For Dan to be ousted from Nickelodeon is a huge shock. He did not see this coming.
He issues a couple statements, basically, oh, you know, I need some time off. I'm working on my life.
But behind the scenes, Nickelodeon literally changes the locks of this place that he turned into an empire.
They gave him an amount that was reported at the time at about $7 million. You know, it was just a really quick, really sharp break.
This investigation did not find any evidence of inappropriate sexual behavior, inappropriate relationships with children.
Jerry, I'm gonna push the...
But it did find evidence of being abusive to others.
Did you see
in the
how
workplace.
Jerry don't like his ass.
Jerry was like this, nigga, I don't like you, I don't care where we
He
at,
don't
bro.
like his ass because he would sit there and yell at everybody on the set. And I think Jeanette and Miranda actually looked at him as a big brother figure because
I seen something where on his days off, he would still show up just to make sure they was good.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. This weird over there, I'm on the way.
Right.
You gotta explain to the wife and kid, yeah, but you know,
Dan
we all
stated
gotta.
that this is not an accurate description of why he and the villain part ways. However, he said that today I would actually do some things differently. I've learned a lot of years. Yeah, but whatever. Seen that fucking interview, lying ass.
Gibson, lay down.
So to hear that he was gone was a good thing. It was a very good thing. It was a happy day. When everyone did come back, it was a much happier workplace.
I remember reading that Dan was no longer going to be under contract at Nickelodeon, and I can remember exactly where I was.
Lay down.
It didn't surprise me. They should have fired him a long time ago.
Dan is no longer at Nickelodeon, and he hasn't made a new TV show in a number of years. In 2021, he told the New York Times, kind of I'm ready to reemerge in children's television.
I mean, I don't see how he comes back from it. I'm sure he wants to, but I don't see how it happens.
Let's please collectively not let another Dan happen. Like, he cannot happen again. Like, this is not a joke. A lot of his shows are still on the air and they're still really popular,
girl on Netflix.
But those kids who grew up on Dan Schneider's sets and in the entertainment industry are adults now, and they are re-examining the world that they grew up in.
Towards the end of season 2 of Zoe 101, I wasn't happy. I actually could not show up to set anymore without crying. A lot of my self-worth was deeply damaged from that set experience. Me as a person was like altered for life.
Being let go from the Amanda Show really broke my confidence big time. That was a very young lesson to learn in my career, is that everyone is replaceable. And it sent me down a really dark path. I had to really like pick myself back up and keep it moving in an industry that showed me very early on that it has no love for me at all.
Being a child star hurt me mentally and somewhat physically. The alcoholism that I've dealt with, I believe, is a direct connection to the feelings that I have after leaving the industry and not being able to maintain the success that I had.
After all that, I was burned out, and I was excited for the next chapter. I was excited to maybe try college, being normal a little bit, but you know, not everybody gets to be normal afterwards, because you don't know what that looks like.
When I was on all that, it was a sweet experience, but the bitter side of the bittersweet was pretty bitter. There's a dark underbelly to child star. Children are just a dollar sign when they show up on set. Nobody's taking anyone's mental health serious, and that's completely unfortunate.
I struggled with self-esteem issues. I struggled with beauty standards because I didn't feel accepted.
It was a toxic environment, and seeing how the show just kept on rolling, and these people who were criminals were disappeared, it made me quite cynical about the reality of power dynamics, and it made me trust people less.
Right after Drake and Josh, I was signed, and then I released my second album. I made some really cool movies, but I would have stints of sobriety, and then I would, you know, the pressure would be too much, and all of these demons that I had were very difficult to work through. And so I think a lot of my
Can you give me a little space? Just a little bit.
text her because she would hurry and shut the door. So I was trying to catch her before she went in the room because I knew she was going to do that.
Life has made me.
I text her ass. Yeah, I charged my phone and shit.
That's it. It's over. Hit the bell. One, two. That's three. Bell.
Okay, black.
Self-destructive behavior would always just be a temporary fix, and it would always creep back up. I went through this bankruptcy and lost my house, and I mean, it was absolutely devastating.
Corey, can we get a picture, please? Can we get a sign?
We can go on and on and on of child actors or child entertainers who had cameras watching every single downfall.
Hello? Did you have fun in there, Brittany?
Yeah, bro, paparazzi.
Look at what happens to these kids when they're spat out.
Lindsay.
They end up quite sick. They have issues with addiction.
Katie, how are you?
One of those days, Aaron, you know?
Amanda Bynes arrested, hauled out of her Midtown Manhattan apartment.
Arrested, allegedly smoking marijuana. Just wonder how low is the
All
bar?
she was doing was smoking
When I
some
think of
weed.
Amanda,
That's crazy.
it's like so painful.
She was hospitalized for a mental health evaluation on
Because we are talking about a very talented young woman. Someone who had the entire world at her fingertips.
Amanda Bynes is a very prototypical child star story. As she entered adulthood, it seemed like she was struggling with the transition. She had a lot of public mental health issues that tabloids covered. She ended up in a conservatorship with her parents, and that was very recently overturned. Child stars' relationships with their families often are starting from a place of discontent, and then they get worse. They don't have childhoods like kids are supposed to have.
Hey, look up, okay?
Well, there was definitely a slow decline in my mental health and sobriety. I mean, DUIs, behaviors that were happening because I was lost.
Nickelodeon's Drake Bell is arrested in California, accused of driving under the influence. Former Nickelodeon star Drake Bell was convicted and sentenced for child endangerment.
Drake Bell pled guilty to charges related to inappropriate text messages he sent to a minor, but he was not charged for doing anything physical. He was sentenced to 2 years of probation and 200 hours of community service.
I took responsibility for that. You know, I did what was asked of me, but the media grabbed a hold of so much misinformation, and it absolutely destroyed me. And I started to spin out of control.
After Drake Bell has been reported missing, police say they are deeply concerned for his well-being.
If I had continued down that path, that could very likely be the end of my story. I was at rock bottom. And so I checked into treatment. And I got to go through a lot of trauma therapy, a lot of grief therapy, and be surrounded by people who, for the first time in a long time,
I'm not gonna hold this whole thing. It's fucking mental. Ugh. Can't stand it.
wanted to just see me get better.
For child actors, if you're not protected, it'll turn into chaos.
there's got to be more support in terms of counseling, mental health, wellness checks.
Kids are still at risk. The law does not cover everyone operating on a set because that's an environment where either a studio teacher or a parent is legally required to be within sight or sound of the kid at all times. That's just not enough. Someone who has a criminal record as a child sex offender can find their way into this position. That loophole in the law should be closed.
Most people actually financially reward these industries without knowing what's actually happening, behind the scenes. It unfortunately takes the people that witnessed it and experienced it to speak up to really change it.
My hope is that with every voice that comes out, something changes. Maybe today's the day. I don't know.
When people ask me, am I gonna put my kids into acting? I literally have zero thought before my no.
I'm often asked the question, you grew up in the business, and is this a good place for kids? And, it's such a hard question to answer because I wanted nothing more in life but to get on stage. There is so much in this industry that you have to be cautious of. But would I want the experiences that I've had, the good experiences that I've had, ripped away from me? I don't know what the answer is, and I don't have the power to do it, but I would love to be able to create an environment where we're not so vulnerable and susceptible to outside dangers. It's really hard going back.
That Drake and Josh episode when they trapped in the treehouse. He's like, Drake, where's the door? It's right there.
I know, it's funny.
That shit's so funny.
And then Miranda.
She's so devious.
She could help him, but she don't.
Nah.
She does everything.
I think she sits out there and eats something.
Yeah.
So devious.
She was such a little brat.
Shout out to my nigga Jerry for always being there on the set. It don't even matter if he wasn't supposed to. It was his day up. Go up. That looks kind of interesting. The pod, oh, so, nah, never mind. I don't like comedy romantics. So what the fuck is so funny? They're never funny. Two hands touching a piece of soap funny.
Was that Ruby Frank shit, because I had 10 minutes of that shit left. Finish this shit. Literally had 10 minutes of that shit left.
He believes that tore their family apart. Laying the blame squarely on Jody Hildebrand.
Kevin feels like Jody manipulated the entire family, children included.
It's 100% Jody. And I understand why the public is focusing on Ruby. It's Ruby's children. But all of these theories and these modalities and these parenting ideas, that all comes from Jody. That is 100% the therapeutic ideas of Jody Hildebrand.
Ruby's husband Kevin says Jody Hildebrand was also their marriage counselor, and he believes it tore their family apart.
It was at the end of a 3 or 4 day trip that
Jody and Ruby had taken together, during which Kevin was taking care of all the kids and just having a blast with them. That's when Ruby came back and requested that he vacate the home and go beyond his own. So yeah, he was shattered.
Another man who says he blames Jody's couples counseling for ruining his life, Adam Paul Steve, a former member of the Mormon Church. How does Jody enter your life?
My bishop calls me and he says, you should go to therapy with this group. It'll be really good for you. It's like top notch. It's just amazing. It'll help you and your wife.
Adam says at first, his counseling sessions with Jody were going well.
Jody Hildebrandt's like, it's cool and fun, and it's like she never said anything intense or triggering.
So it's group therapy. When does it turn?
There were like maybe 5 couples, and then Jody separates us, and then it goes from a PG movie to a rated X one. What she did is she took our wives and started lying to them by telling them that we were confessing to all sorts of crazy sexual things in the guys group. Jody Hildebrandt called me a child pedophile, a child rapist, an adult woman rapist. She's also called me the most violent man she's ever met in her entire career as a therapist.
Adam says those false accusations led to deep emotional turmoil. His marriage eventually ended.
You know, it doesn't take long, your relationship really starts falling apart.
Adam painstakingly built a case against Jody, on a mission, he says, to clear his name and stop Jody from harming others.
So this is just some of my documents of my case against Jody Hildebrandt. One was the BYU Honor Code files that we subpoenaed 500 pages.
Through her attorney, Adam's ex-wife declined to comment. Eventually, he reported Jody Hildebrandt to the state of Utah for acting unethically as a counselor. In 2012, Utah's Division of Professional Licensing, or DOPL, put Jody's counseling license on an 18-month probation, finding she'd been sharing confidential information about Adam with the Mormon Church and Brigham Young University. Information which Adam says got him expelled from his college and the church in 2009. We reached out to BYU, citing federal privacy laws. They said they could not comment.
She was only slapped on the wrist, effectively, for just violating client-patient confidentiality, which is a huge deal.
After her damage to me and my family's life, it was just so blatantly obvious that this lady was so dangerous.
Since Jody's arrest, others like Adam have come forward with similar stories of marriage counseling gone terribly wrong.
We ended up going to Jody Hildebrandt at the recommendation of our bishop. She has split apart families, and she has manipulated people into damaging good relationships with good people.
Ruby Frankie's husband says Jody's counseling tore their family apart.
These men's groups, Kevin was being told that he was greedy, that he was self-absorbed, that he was a narcissist, and that he needed to repent of those things.
Sitting in a striped prison jumpsuit, Ruby's partner, Jody Hildebrandt, answered to a higher authority, a judge.
Jody Nan Hildebrandt?
Yes.
Ruby Frankie sat expressionless, a far cry from the bubbly momfluencer of 8 Passengers fame.
Miss Frankie, can you hear me?
Yes.
My understanding, Miss Frankie's being held on a no-bail hold at this point. She's going to remain on a no-bail hold for the time being.
Both ordered held without bail, and neither have entered a plea. Impact reached out to both Ruby and Jody's attorneys. Ruby's declined to comment. We have yet to hear back from Jody's.
So just one count of aggravated child abuse is up to 15 years in jail. At the same time, they can say, you know what, 2 different children, you do 15 years, and then we're done with those 15 years, you do another 15 years, and you know, we found out you abused them 6 different times. You could really get to a high number here.
Yeah, they could add charges.
For now, they remain in prison.
They could get you on 2 counts of child abuse for both kids.
In Southwest Utah.
And each time you
Ruby's 4 minor kids are in the state's custody. But their father, Kevin, seen here in these DailyMail.com photos, is trying to win them back.
His hopes and his objective is to convince the state that he's a good dad and that those children would be much better off with him than in the state's custody.
For both Jesse and Adam, healing and moving on has been a long and winding journey. Adam is now remarried and recently had a third child, but he says the harm that Jody did has been irreparable.
She cost me my dreams in college, my career that I wanted. She cost me my religion, my religious beliefs. The most important thing she cost me is my time with my children. If Jody was here, I would just look her right in the eye, and I would say, she didn't know your lies that I asked her to do.
I was incredibly unstable because I thought that I was evil. I thought that I was this unlovable creature from hell.
Jesse is not currently speaking with their parents. Jesse says the wounds from the alleged abuse at the hands of Aunt Jody still too raw. Impact reached out to Jesse's father for comment and did not receive a response. Did they ever acknowledge that you had experienced these things?
No, my dad has never acknowledged it. My father and I have almost no communication. My mother acknowledged it for the first time 2 years ago. I think the shame and the guilt that she feels around it is too intense. If abuse is happening, it is not love. And just because you reframe it as tough love or tough parenting is just a way to hide the fact that you're just abusing your children. That's not love. That is abuse.
Did you ever imagine a day where you would be free and Jody would be in prison?
No. It still feels so surreal.
Jesse is now living life on their own terms and recently moved to Seattle to be a tattoo artist.
So this would be a American traditional, is the types of tattooing that I do.
But I know that when you choose ink for yourself, it's very meaningful.
For me, it's not necessarily the image that I'm choosing that's necessarily meaningful, but the ownership of my body and the ownership of self.
Is there anything that represents your pain or your healing?
My first tattoo I got when I was 18. It was Take These Broken Wings and Learn to Fly, the song Blackbird. I've been a musician pretty much my whole life. This is just a song about just relationships. Like all good songs.
Up the last scheduled train to the city.
And you do not own my life.
As fuck.
scratching on my ass. I shared something that said leaving booty cinnamon on the toilet is a no-go. And every time I see that, I'm like, shit. Zach used to leave booty cinnamon all on the toilet. Like, you leave booty cinnamon on my seats? Booty cinnamon. That nigga's stupid.
That's way easier to hit than my flying.
He just keeps showing up in movies randomly. Post Malone. He was in that Jennifer Lopez musical movie. Like, why are you in a musical movie with Jennifer Lopez? Hey, that's Post Malone. It has to be. I know it is.
This is for hustling. If I have 5 more hours. What's the credit? Metropolitan.
1, 2, that's 3. Bring it.
I wonder what she did to the elephant to do that, question mark. Elephants are naturally peaceful. Bro.
I'm in Palmdale right now at the Palmdale Swap. Advance Kingsborough. They got the dopest shit, you feel me? If y'all gotta go down here to LA, y'all don't gotta go no more. You got everything they got in LA right here. Look, check it out, don't stop.
Hey, yo. I'm about to get on, bro.
No, I had to come tap into Kingsborough. They got the dopest shit, you feel me? If y'all gotta go down here to LA, y'all don't gotta go no more.
Look, check it out. No cap.
Consistency. I just haven't had the energy to compete with enemies or your so-called bigger three. But every verse I lay, fans love to say, man, niggas asleep. But 200 million records up, though, it isn't a dream. Even if you was my son, you couldn't be little me. My life got more layers than a secret identity. And I'm all money in like that bitch J Stone whipping the
Hey, them niggas over there, yeah, I came over there. Yeah, you know they over there. Yeah. So, you know, I just see a bunch of good men over there. You know, it's weird to me how you talk about God. Yeah, you do. No, you don't. Nigga, I'm talking about money. Money is your God. Money is your God. Quit. It's the, yeah, bro, it's the new age with more niggas, bro. Hey, listen. You niggas really know. It's hard.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? There's no cheese? Son, hold on, son. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Hey, yo, what the fuck? There's no cheese.
Fucking roll.
That's 3. Ring the bell.
What do you want? You know, what do you want? Go lay down. Right now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Can I just get one chicken sandwich?
Sorry, I wasn't turning it on. I got distracted. I was watching the ending of the movie. There was. Now I can finally get to the end. And I don't think you can even hear my TV from up here because that fan is so damn loud. But I will turn it down. You know, I'm watching this one, but I've never seen the original. I should probably watch the original first. Have you seen the original?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick's version?
Do the original one. I said it came out in the 70s.
It is Post Malone. He's got so many tattoos. I don't even know how he has it already. He didn't even want to fight him, so he just won the money like that. That's funny. It's hilarious.
Hey, stop! Where you going? You just lost me.
front with the Bucks, asshole. Where you going? You're gonna take your knife?
One, two, it's over. Bring it. One, two, ring the bell.
So that's so scary that going on here. All you need is for the opponent to know who you are, know your history, and then they'll be too afraid to fight. That's fucking brilliant, man. Oh, he's working. Yeah, it actually took me 20 seconds to recognize you. Oh. Oh, God. You need an ambulance or something? Who? You know you got a big ass knife sticking out of you? Sure. Oh. Oh, shit. Wow, it seems like you do this a lot. Listen, I own a roadhouse out in Florida Keys. Anyways. I guess somebody out. It's always been around the place. People come to blow off steam, but lately it's been attracting the wrong clientele. Come in every night, they trash the place, cops are no fucking help, all my fucking bouncers are laying out. Anyway, I finally decided I needed some outside action. Friday night suggestion I come talk to some guy who's party in front of me. No, you do better. I can pay you good money. 5K a week, just for a month, and I can pick you up. Easy? I mean, it's 20 grand. And judging by your car, you need that shit. Well, I like it. Hey, that's gotta be more than you're making for whatever the hell you call this. Look, at least I haven't texted my number. I'm having cold. Well, come on, I'll write it down and get it real quick. Just like our ancestors. I'm Frankie. Goodbye. This is the Halloween house.
Hey, it's Riley, and today was the...
What's that?
Fred, the tree on the bridge. Not the main bridge, but the old one beside it. The historic 7-mile bridge. He grows right in the middle of the road. Did you see him?
I can't say I did.
You know, that whole bridge is closed. You can't get to it, but big old tree just kind of pops out of nowhere. Well, that's Fred's a tree. And, got a book on him. Very stiff. It's full of local color and all. It's great.
Look. The last one got me.
By the way.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Charlie. You run this bookstore on your own?
No. I am one of the owners, though. What brings you to Glass Key?
Well, I'm here looking for.
Bartending?
No.
What other job is there at a bar?
The owner's having a little trouble, I guess, and I'm here to clean it up.
That kind of sounds like a plot to a western. Like, local townsfolk send her here to help clean up the rowdy saloon. You know that.
Charlie, can you just pull man along? Well, I'm sorry, she just decided about selling books and trees and Fred. No, come stay with me. Go on.
Oh, but he's been working without us.
Good. It's the owner, Frankie. She told me it was a roadhouse, but she never told me the name.
It's just Stones.
Oh, so no name. Well, no, well, yeah, kind of. It's the roadhouse. It's just up the highway past Market 77. Oh, well, thank you for the book, but no. Keep it. Please. It's on us. Thank you. Welcome to Glass Key. Hey, Steve.
The cat runners. They came to the door. What the fuck?
The cat was like, I'm out of here.
I love the cat. Fuck this. I'm out. That's the first comment. I love the cat. Fuck this. I'm out of here to find a safe closet. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. The cat was gone. The cat was gone.
Get a black coffee.
Oh, yeah, we don't have that. Sorry.
What are you drinking?
It's Cuban coffee.
Okay.
Very different.
I get one of those.
Sure.
What the fuck?
Hey. Hey.
Know who you are. Elwood Dalton. Big fan, man.
Here you go.
Nice. I really like that. Hey. Nice place you got here. Peaceful.
You don't have to be blind. You don't have to ask advice to do. Don't music right now. See all the trials and tribulations soon.
It's not funny.
If you don't do those things,
Yeah, he gotta take this down.
you don't have to be cute to sit up on the throne. You don't have to be an angel to know that I'm wrong. One of these days when you hear a voice say, "Come, baby, right now." You better run to the rescue, there will be no run. Walking down the road with your pistol in your hand.
Wow, it's like a morgue in here.
Walking down the road with your exit down.
Rita, on board. Hey, asshole. You've been playing long enough. Give me a turn. Give me a turn. Oh, hey, whoa. Just
Let
give me a drink
go.
first. Give me a drink.
Let go.
I'm not holding it. Hey, come on, chill out. Get it?
This is good. I can already tell.
Yeah, I can't laugh at this video. He gonna have to take this one down. The first two in this video are dead for real. Gone. Like real like that. And then oh God. Yeah, bro. That's concrete. Yeah, he gone. The second one, I don't know. It's like a machine or I don't know what it is, but oh God.
Oh my God!
That nigga almost died. Mm-mm. You want 100K? Deuces.
No, this is gonna be funny.
Stop. You didn't learn, did you? You didn't learn? You want another black eye? No, I don't want another one. I did. Enough to kill you, right? If there's some thirsty customers waiting for you, I can handle these jets. Oh, who the fuck are you, Mr. Smiley? Mr. Smiley? Yeah. We had this idiot grin since I walked in. So are you happy? You stupid? You've been punched in the face too many times.
Honestly, it's probably the punching thing. Can I talk to you guys outside
for a second? I got some work to do. Another one.
Those are your bikes out there, right?
Yeah, mine's a red one on the right. Oh. Wait, what the fuck? Wait. Hey, asshole! Stop right there!
He said, okay, if you don't want to come outside, I'll make you come outside.
I just wanted to get you outside so I could ask you and your friends respectfully to leave the premises.
I will leave. I'm trying to fucking kill you.
Sure. Before we start, do you have insurance?
What?
Like your medical insurance? Is your coverage good? Like you have dental?
Oh, haha. Yeah, I'm not the one that's gonna fucking need it.
Okay. Sure. Hey, Frankie.
Yeah.
Is there a hospital nearby?
Literally, who gives a shit?
Shut the fuck up and fight, asshole!
Is there a hospital nearby? Is it like too far? Is it close?
Oh, like 25 minutes, I'd say. Like depending on the traffic, what time of day. Mo, shut the fuck up!
Hey, what's your name?
He about to beat the fuck out of him.
You don't have to do this, man. You don't have to lose. You're gonna lose in front of all your friends.
In front of? Oh, they're not here to just watch.
Oh, well, that's hardly fair.
Why, it's not fair.
Oh, I just slapped you. Are you alright? What?
I just slapped you, Ara. Are you alright?
Let's call this a draw.
What the fuck's a draw?
It's kind of like a win, man.
Like I win?
It's a tie, dude. Yeah, like we win together, yeah?
Fuck you.
You trying to tell him, bro. You better
Trying to give him a chance.
that bad.
Oh, I think you broke my arm.
I definitely broke your arm. But the good news is the hospital's only 20 minutes away.
Okay, I said 25, okay?
Yeah.
God, I don't think I could ride like this. Fuck.
Hey, Frankie,
Yeah,
you got a car I could borrow?
I do, yeah, but not for them.
Oh, come on, these guys need medical attention.
Oh, yeah? I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna sue you.
Oh.
He beat him up and took him to the hospital. Let's take him to the hospital.
Bob.
I think he's probably got a concussion, and then he's got knee damage, possibly a dislocation. And then the one, that one, I think that's what I would.
Is that one in front of yours?
No, I just broke his arm.
Hey. Before you go, I really wanted to say thank you for all the new patients.
You're welcome.
I just love when my ER's packed full of irresponsible idiots. That way, the normal people with real emergencies have nowhere to go. But that's not something you'd care about, being a rage-filled dickhead who likes to hurt people for fun.
Dickhead. Technically, I hurt people for money.
And how's that better?
I mean, I guess it's not. I'm just clarifying.
You know I'm supposed to call the cops on guys like you, right?
We definitely should. Only I don't think they really care about rage-filled dickheads around these parts.
You're bleeding.
Oh, shit. Oh, no, that's just, it's fine.
Let me see it.
All right.
So you like to fight?
Oh.
You ever win?
No one ever wins a fight.
Then why do you do it? It's not infected, but I'll need to search for this.
Oh, no. Thank you.
Why not?
It's my fault. I want to pay for it.
Fine.
So as we get our first look at the structure, the Elimination Chamber, competitors looking on, waiting to be unlocked from their pods. Let's take the opportunity again to let you know how this match works. We have these superstars starting this match off, but at certain time intervals, a new competitor will be released from their pod. You can be eliminated via pinfall or submission. Last one standing is the victor.
I see how it is. Going to take any shortcut to bypass a clean competition. Hey, there's nap time on the island of relevancy.
Whoa, look at that. And somehow he's able to work his way out of the hold.
Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
What's it gonna be? Smaller stuff.
Hoisted up. Whipped over in a snap suplex.
Yeah.
Jimmy gets intercepted.
Really just laying it in. Nasty kick. This is it. Time for Jey Uso to get his hands dirty here to join it. Up high.
Drop to the heart. Completely flattened, and that should do it. That has to do it.
United States Champions.
Sometimes, Corey, we see alliances form inside the chamber. How can it affect the fate of this matchup?
You need all the allies you can get in a match like this. Just keep in mind the person who helped you might be the next one to hurt you. Yeah, everything wrong turn from the start. Any two competitors can run the entire match if they plan properly. They say it's every superstar for themselves in there, and that's true, but it doesn't have to be that way until it's one-on-one.
With the reversal. Side headlock applied. Good measure.
Why's it called the Roadhouse?
Sharp elbows to the body, looking to fight his way out.
Yeah, that's a jump.
Takedown. And now punches right. Looks like the chamber's about to get a little more crowded, courtesy of Logan Paul.
Well, round but I use sense of humor. Hey,
He
so
saw it coming.
there's this cute hotel in town. I mean, it's the only hotel in town.
Super kick, a double super kick.
Goes into the pin. 2. No, he pops the shoulder before 3.
At this point in the match, that could have gone either way.
You know it.
Yeah, I know it. It's mine. It came with the order.
Body drop.
I'm welcome to stay there, but I highly advise you sleep with something. Also, watch out for the back.
This is bad here. Can't be good. Strong impact. On the outside now.
No place is safe in the elimination chamber, but the outside is especially dangerous.
Swinging the elbow to pump the offense. Oh, right on point.
Set to attack as the pod opens.
Free from the pod and into the steel confines. Challenger's a little worse for wear now. Perhaps thinking about what to do next year. Getting tossed around. Talk about intimidation.
I'm not sure if it's resilience or stupidity that's going to drive you to try and come back from a move like that. Trying to fight with a hurt arm is no easy task. Reckless attack off the top rope, putting it all on the line.
Kick out just in time.
He's determined to keep this matchup going.
He went right into the turnbuckle. It is time now for Ilya Dragunov, who's coming in fired up and ready to go. And shoulders are down.
Not even close.
He's returning fire.
That's a chop that'll wake you up.
Oh, God. And into the count. No, he kicks out. He's still in this.
Look, so, we've been through a lot of you guys. There's Arthur, and Bennett. This guy, Chris, I got my last ex-Marine, he's a huge guy.
Lights out here.
Less than 2 weeks. I was going to leave
And
after
only
that.
gets a 1 count.
Giving a massive effort to overcome the pin attempt.
Maybe it'll get better.
Oh, look at this.
You can't be serious right now.
It's very serious, Saxton. No. Oh, good Lord. Wanted to use the chamber to their advantage, but instead just crashed and burned. Jimmy saw it coming. Set up in the corner of the ring. He catches Jimmy with a count. Does he have him here?
The top of the jeopardy here.
I think the paradigm has shifted. Not quite enough to put him away.
Maybe a computer around these parts.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. What just happened?
I don't know, but I think it just blew the roof off this arena.
And after all that, Roman Reigns still hasn't ended this battle. Able to interrupt the attack.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
So, will it be? Barely kicks out.
And you gotta think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
And perhaps that size disadvantage coming into play. And it's Jay.
The champ's eyes look glazed over.
And kicks out before the ref's count.
What is it gonna take to put him away? No way. No way. I refuse to believe that wasn't 3.
You have to respect these men for taking it to the next
next level. This one's becoming too close to call. It's hard to predict how this one will end. 2 count. Yeah, but that was a weird finish.
The challenger stays alive.
That's smart. Taking the one to catch your breath.
And looking at Jey Uso.
We can have a new champion.
The champion thought that was it.
It was almost just lights out on their championship dreams. Let's see if that kick out was a spark or they'll do it.
You gotta be kidding me.
The confines of the chamber making these superstars do outrageous things.
Knee right to the face. Is it enough? The cover. There's 2.
4 superstars eliminated. So many combinations to duke it out here in the chamber. This is a barrage of strikes.
Oh, what a hook.
A championship level move.
How this match is still going on defies all reason. On the outside now, one of the most dangerous places to be in the Elimination Chamber.
When you're in an atmosphere like this, when you can't hear yourself think,
The head of the table cinches it in. Now the guillotine choking, taking out so many superstars.
this one's over. Tap out coming.
Now only 3 superstars are left standing within the Elimination Chamber.
There's just assholes going around traumatizing.
Big one elevation. And a big right hand.
Hey, there he is.
Oh no, dropping the arm. Vicious stomp to the hand.
I like it.
Reigns in the corner. The champ honestly glazed over.
He may get the 3 count right here. Is that? No, he beats the count.
This is complete insanity. Still holding on to the title by the skin of their teeth.
It's not often we see the tribal chief held up in the 1-yard line. Yet you think Roman will want to dial that maneuver one more time. The champ in a worst-case scenario.
These are dire straits for him. He needs to be extra cautious now. Treating the torso to yet another attack.
What a right!
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched. Now looking at Jey.
Kick to the abdomen.
Textbook jumping clothesline.
Delivering nasty stunts.
Point of the elbow finds the mark.
Catches a kick to the face. Kick to the gut.
Right around into a neck breaker.
Just a barrage of strikes.
It's a ferocious combination.
Why is that? He's still in the hospital.
Snapshot.
Strikes with a kick.
Let's keep the wrist.
Reigns sizing up the target.
The spear by Reigns.
The title's in jeopardy here.
I think the paradigm has shifted. Will this be enough? Close call makes the champ nervous.
Obviously still has some fight left. Nasty knee.
What did I say? I said keep it loose.
Oh, look at this. Headbutt.
I get it. It's a little bouncy, but keep it nice and loose. That's all you have to do. Okay? Easy.
He's got the answer. Roman Reigns so dominant. The guillotine cinch is a very, very difficult submission to escape. But he did it.
We mean straight.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he's that's all nice and shit. Like he's Mr. Rogers or something, but then, man, he won't.
Spear by Reigns. The title might change hands.
Is it enough? The cover.
Brilliant analysis.
Look at this. The field began with 6, and we're here now. One-on-one. Out of the ring and on the chamber floor now.
Bring you in on all my business dealings. Get the fuck out of here. Go to the house.
He'll head to the ring.
I'll be in touch.
Jay showing his instincts.
Saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
Captain, let me talk to you for a second.
Clothesline.
He went across the path because that nigga don't want to drive and hit the wave.
He would stand much more of this. All of Jay's arsenal is being restricted. And that was some vicious DDT we just saw.
You're gonna teach that other kid how to fight while he's there.
What now, bitch?
Kick right in the face. He has him. Right with the spear. We got the new champion for the win. 2. What a kick out at 2. Somehow, this time, it's still up for grabs. Now would be a good time to rethink your plan. Main event, Jey Uso with a close call right there. He definitely thought he had that one in the bag. You can sense it. This crowd is on pins and needles. This is it. And we have a new champion. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your multi-versatile infinite and WWE United States Champion, Make it no more, as he's now the holder of both championships.
I should be able to
This
get
win
this
didn't come easy.
tomorrow morning.
Bravo to him for making it happen and snatching these vacant titles.
My mom did say she was getting hopefully that check tomorrow. She was gonna
She was going to do it.
get some cards, but she was probably gonna get me one and Trinity one. So
Yeah,
I'll
I mean, I don't
probably
like
just have to go
Willis,
and get
so.
cards tomorrow anyway.
What's
But
the
I'm not
name?
waking up no early at
That's
like
fine.
no
All that?
8 a.m. or
Just
something.
about some of college.
So hit the back.
Every now and then. What?